Coach, seems like they had the jump from the get-go. What was your evaluation of the pace and rhythm and why it was so hard to establish that tonight?
We just didn't bring it. They're a good team, and the categories that we talked about, rebounding, transition baskets, keeping them out of the paint, they beat us in those categories. And when you're playing against a really good team and you allow them to do what they do, and they don't feel us physically, then you're in for a long night, and that's what happened.
What type of impact do you think Jaw's return had, both on the court and then just psychologically, emotionally?
Well, he's a really good player. So anytime he touches the floor, he's on the floor with his teammates. It brings some juice for their group. But like I said, we have to do better. We have to be better. Our guys know that. This is not typically us, but tonight we just had a letdown.
JV and early foul trouble, that left them to focus just on CJ with BI out. What did they do to CJ, and is there anything you could do in the future in that situation, or is that just why you need BI and JV out there?
They did a great job of being physical with him, trying to deny him the ball. Anytime he was in ball screens, he had 2 and 3 people focused on him. And as a group, we just have to continue to trust. But it was a tough night for CJ, tough night for me, tough night for our group. We got to be better.
Go to Zoom.
JV picked up that 5th foul early in the second half. Just what did you see from him on a defensive end tonight and in the fouling specifically?
Just can't pick up those type of fouls. We need them on the floor.
And just what did you see, in the third quarter overall that could have been better on the defensive end?
Excuse me?
What did you see from your team in the third quarter that could have been better on the defensive end?
I mean, the whole game we could have been better. Third quarter was by far our worst, but just the whole game we need to be better. We know it. Our guys know it in the locker room, and we got to regroup and get back to the drawing board and just be a better team.
Coach, the struggles on tonight's game for your team, how beneficial can be for the playing tournament?
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah, the struggles on tonight's game for you guys, how beneficial can be for the game against the San Antonio Spurs in the playing tournament?
Well, hopefully we don't want to feel like this again, and that leads for us to play harder, play better, play more together. We just didn't have it tonight, didn't bring it tonight. We won't flush this game. I'll talk to the guys about it. We got to be better. We have to be better. We just didn't get it done. No excuses.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Like this team just never got into a rhythm tonight, that the Grizzlies had Bell's number from the jump. What did it feel like to you out there?
It just felt like they were more ready than us today. They came out there aggressors. Just got up into us and just kind of pressured us the whole game. It was hard for us to get anything going.
How do you feel like John Morant's return impacted the game? A lot of the NBA world watching for that one.
I feel like it impacted the game pretty well. He had a good game today. He was shooting the ball well, getting downhill. We didn't stick to our game plan discipline, so he was able to go off.
On a positive note, you had a tremendous shot over Steven Adams in that first quarter. Walk us through what you saw, and it almost seemed like Steven felt like you were going to stop.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. You think Steven would know not to take a charge on me after playing with me for a year, but I mean, true. I just seen the open rim. I seen him about to take a charge, and I just wanted to try to dunk it. I saw it was Steven, so I had to especially try to dunk on him.
No hesitation whatsoever, despite how big he is.
He might have taught me a lot, but I had to teach him some.
We'll go to Zoom.
Hey, Jackson, Memphis is one of the few teams in the league that ranks ahead of you guys in a couple of these rebounding categories. Just, what is it like dealing with the size and some of the athletes that they have inside?
It was definitely hard. I mean, you have to turn around and box out everybody. I mean, the dude we were just talking about, Steven, I mean, he gets so many rebounds. How many did he have today? He only had 11 today, 4 offensive rebounds. That's a whole lot of offensive rebounds. Having to box those guys out the whole game. I mean, they don't stop crashing the glass the whole game, so you just got to keep boxing them out.
Jackson, nights like this, how motivate you, both you personally and the whole team to get better?
Just got to come out, watch film, and just lock in better next game. I feel like we weren't locked in enough, weren't ready to play, so just got to be more ready to play.
Thanks, Jackson.
Jared, thrown in. How are you acclimating the team? Certainly, seems like you went off there at the end, made a real impact with double-digit scoring in a limited amount of minutes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just my job to just come in, be ready, and when my number is called, just be ready to go out there and play my game and make the right play.
Anybody on the team in particular who's helped you acclimate?
I feel like they've all kind of brought me in, like I've been a part of the team the whole time, which is great. Seeing from afar before, and it seemed like a really close team. So glad to be a part of that.
The mood on the bench, what would you have changed? It seemed like the Grizzlies had this one from the jump.
We just got to continue to play our game and do the things that have got us to this point and finish the season out on a high note.
We can move to Zoom, please.
Hey Jared, just what makes Memphis a difficult team to stop in transition?
They're very young and athletic team. They do a good job of, like you said, getting out in transition, and that's a part of the game. And that was a part of our game plan, trying to stop them and keep them out of transition.
Yeah, and kind of just looking at the big picture as a whole, being around the Pels this season, what have you just thought about, I guess being teammates with CJ and kind of how he goes about his business day to day?
Oh, it's great just being able to learn from him. He's a vet. He's a great basketball player, and just to see the little things that he does to give himself an advantage out on the court is great.
Jared, what was the biggest lesson on tonight's game for you?
For me, just continue to be ready. I know I deserve to be on the NBA level and play, so just being ready when my number's called and have fun with it.
Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it.